Welcome back, everybody, to where are we? We're in Kyalami, and we are going to have a look at Turffontein Thursday. This is Wednesday morning. Daryl Marie is chomping at the bit to say hello to everybody and to tip to you and share his knowledge about what he thinks will happen on Thursday. And it does look like the kind of card that you're going to need Daryl Marie's help with. So he'll be joining us in a minute. Let me just tell you that we're on race 2 now, and it is the opening leg of the bipod. Just how good is this horse Zalatoris is the question in the second race. He is odds on to win it. He won his debut quite impressively. He was then tried elsewhere in KwaZulu-Natal. He wasn't beaten far on that occasion. Gavin Lorena rides him for the first time, and he does appear to have some ability. Question is, does he have enough? A horse like Read All About It is no slouch as the 22-10 second favourite, and number 2 Ideal Summer Betway had it 5-1 on Wednesday morning. Morning, Mr.
Clyde.
Marie.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good, thanks. You asked how good is Zalatoris.
Yes.
I'm hoping he's good enough to finish in the top 2.
Banker.
Yes, I'm banking him.
Good.
You know, in the grade 1 gold medallion,
Yes.
he was doing his best work late. And had a look at his dam. His dam won up to a mile. His second dam, Clyde, won over 24.50. So I think there is stamina on the dam side.
Yeah. Should be coming out of Silvana, hey? From Silvana.
Yeah, he brings grade 1 form into this race. Now, in his penultimate start, listen to this.
Yeah.
When running behind Charming Cheetah, he had a horse called Tin Pan Alley behind him. And Tin Pan Alley holds numbers 2 and 3 quite convincingly. So, I don't know, perhaps he's got the better of them at this stage of his career. Then, if you don't want to banker like I am in the opening leg of the bipod, I think you can back him up with number 1, Golden Warrior. Listen, he was expected to win in the manner in which he did last time out because of the strength of the field, but he's a very impressive son of Heavenly Blue, and he can obviously build on what he's shown to date. I'm not sure if he's going to be suited to the inside track, but all I'm saying is let's hope that grade 1 form is good enough for the favourite to run in the top 2.
Okay. I think Zalatoris, Daryl's correct, may well be good enough on his current form, and as Daryl has just made reference to the Tin Pan Alley collateral form, well, he's got them held here. Banker 6 with those horses there, it has worked out for you, and the bipod, if you take it like that, for a full unit, will cost you 216 Rand. Third race could be a little tricky. Now, I'm not sure if it's over Skidovers any particular horse. We'll get info from Daryl now. But this is a handicap at the 70 level, and they're going the mile. On Wednesday morning, Betway weren't sure themselves, so they priced him up 7-2 the field. 3 unresolved. The unresolved riddle is 7-2. 11 Viva de Janeiro, 7-2. They joined the two of them. 7 Clarkson, priced up 4-1. 5-1 about number 5 Capola. And the 4 Guerrilla Warfare is priced up at 6-1. 8-1 number 2 Spy Story. So St. John's got a couple. They got a stronger hand than others, and they bet 10-1 and better about the others. Tricky.
It is tricky in that we're recording on Wednesday morning, and I'm not certain if all of these horses are going to line up because they ran recently. Namely, number 2 Spy Story, number 3 Unsolved Riddle, number 4 Guerrilla Warfare. All ran in the same race, Clyde. At this stage, they are running, and I respect all their chances. However, sometimes you get a loophole in the system, and this horse, number 3, Unsolved Riddle, ran to a rating of 76, which says he comes into this event 2 kgs well in because he couldn't pick up that penalty for running second. Well, he did pick up the penalty, but his weight isn't adjusted. So, if you like him, I think you can have a bet on him. But the race does come a week later. Guerrilla Warfare was drawn on the opposite side of the track, and he wasn't too far behind Unsolved Riddle. Now he's got the draw to assist him. Then you got the likes of Capolo. Didn't really see out the 2000 last time out. Prior to that, his form was very consistent. Clarkson, have a look at his rating. He's down to a 68. His last win was of a 70. So I know he's getting long in the tooth, but this is the right mark for him. And Gavin's won 2 aboard him in the past. And then number 11, Viva de Janeiro. You go back 3 runs, you'll see he's actually 2.5 kilograms better off with unsolved griddle for a length beating. So how can you ignore his chances? In the PA, I've gone with all of numbers 3, 4, and 7. Just because I know that Clarkson's going to line up. Well, if all goes according to plan, I know that he should be fit and well, and I think he's going to be my narrow first choice.
Okay, you've been good with the PAs, particularly good with place accumulators lately, so let's take it at 432 Rand. So it's a plated race, I guess, a maiden plate, and in terms of ratings, the 1 and the 8 are the horses to fight it out. There are a few that are right behind, but in terms of where we stand in the plated race from a weights perspective, perhaps it's between numbers 1 and number 8. Let me just give you some sort of guidance from Betway with regards to the first leg of the pick 6. Well, Sean Terry's got Stay Tuned in here. Craig Zacky's riding that. It's the 18-10 favourite. One Brigham is priced up at 3-1, a chance or an opportunity for Julius Mariba. The Mowing stable using him, so are the Soma stables. The 9 Lava Country is the 7-2 next best in. Gavin Larena for the Candice Dawson stable. Number 8 Inquenquezi is currently priced up at 4-1, and it's 14-1 and better about the balance. So Stay Tuned stick out for you here, or what's the story?
Clyde, while I chat away, try see if you can pull up his latest
Stay Tuned.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was a smashing debut, but I've got one concern, Clyde. The inside track. You need to watch his replay.
Too tight.
He was actually in a good position. Going through the 400, he was in trouble. He was going out the back door. And he stayed out on tremendously well. Listen, he can improve in leaps and bounds. He could be a lovely sort. The horse that ran second in that race was, I think, Radio Star, if I'm not mistaken. And Radio Star, I know he got beaten in his next start, but he's so highly regarded. So this horse, number 7, Stay Tuned. If he can stay within a striking position and not be caught flat-footed like he was on debut, I can see him winning. Because I like the field that he meets. It's not, he's not out of his depth of here. Then you've got numbers 1 and 3. Excuse me, Clyde, let me try to get that out the way. Number 1, Bringham's ridden by Julius Mariba, and number 3 is ridden by Kobeli. Now, Kobeli's been riding more for Wayo than what Julius has, so surely he had the choice of rides.
Sure.
And he's opted for number 3, 2 for the boys. Now, he's well held by the favourite, Stay Tuned. So I can't really see him reversing that form, but perhaps he's better suited to the inside track than Stay Tuned. Number 9, Lava County interests me a lot. Now, last time out, from the jump, they let him rip and he fell in a hole. I think this time around he's going to be ridden more conservatively. In that race behind Tin Pan Alley, listen to this, Clyde, was a filly called Scarlet Heart. And Scarlet Heart finished approximately 5.5 lengths behind Lava County when running second to Tin Pan Alley. Have a look at Stay Tuned. Stay Tuned beat Scarlet Heart by 3 odd lengths last time out. So if you're using, or 2.5 lengths. So if you're using Scarlet Heart as the line horse, you're probably going to be leaning towards Lava County as the right one over here. His sire stayed all day, 1.5 mile horse. So he could be a different proposition now that he's been stepped up to 1,500. Like I say, I think he's going to be ridden more conservatively.
Yeah.
And I have to be leaning towards him. 9/7 for me.
Yeah, so I watched the replay of Stay Tuned, worked that from the whole way through the race, come from far back and had to be nursed all the way. So yeah, you might be correct in that inside track could be a little tricky. although he may well have come up from that run. But 7 and 9 in the first leg of the pick six. We'll have a look at that, get that pick six on. It costs 230 odd bucks to get 10% of it if you want. Golden Alexia is best in here in terms of the ratings because it's a plated race. It's a maiden class field, which should run about 10 past 2. It's the first leg of the jackpot. On Wednesday morning, if you're watching this race time, let me give you an idea how they were betting. 9 Hopscotch topped the board 17 to 10. Number 7, A Bit of Class, second choice, 2 to 1. 7 and 2 Golden Alexia, the best rated horse in a plated race. Number 2, Zaya's Tiara, is priced up at 7 to 1. It's 10 to 1 and better about the balance. 1 to beat is Hopscotch, who comes out of the Fani Bronkhorst yard. Muzieni going to be riding her. Rode her last time, the 2-year-old. 2 solid runs to date, Daryl.
Not for me.
Not for you.
No, I'm playing to beat her.
Are you?
She can win. I mean, you can see on the paper she's knocking at the door loudly. But
who are you going with, Golden?
I need to give you my reasoning why I don't like her.
Yes.
I think she improved over the 2000 last time out. I don't like at the penultimate form line. Waiting on Charlie, I'm playing to beat that. And my concern is she's dropping down to 1500. So if it was over 2000, I think I'd include her because I think she's much better over this sort of that sort of distance. Waiting on Charlie form, Clyde, have a look who was alongside her. Bella Boop Boop. Bella Boop Boop is, I don't know. Sure. Go back to the pretty persuasive run. Golden Alexia, I know Hopscotch was having her third start on that occasion, but Golden Alexia beat her by 6 odd lengths. So,
and that form line's good, isn't it? Too pretty persuasive.
Yeah, so I'm, excuse me, Clyde, I'm playing to beat Hopscotch. But I nearly end up bankering number 7, A Bit of Class. I loved her debut. Her dam, if I'm not mistaken, Clyde, she was a grade 2 winner of the Golden Slipper. She won over 1400. The sire was a mile and a 2,000 meter horse. I think this 2-year-old Futura filly is going to love the step up in trip. That form line was franked. Mum Lumbo, highly regarded by Heather and Adamson, trotted up from there.
That was runner-up on that occasion, wasn't it?
She's well bred, this filly, A Bit of Class, and she showed enough pace on debut. She's got a neat draw this time round. She's going to love the step up in trip. The form's been franked. Candice has got a line with her and waiting on Charlie. So my clear-cut first choice is number 7, A Bit of Class. Number 1 is my backup. I'm playing to beat the favourite Hopscotch. 7 and 1 for me.
So Candice Dawson told Rory to come to the course. So he Rory in his team.
Who said this now?
Rory, my nephew, Rory Anderson.
To leave it in?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you tell me this earlier? I would have banked her.
No, leave it. All right, jackpots. 1 and 7 in the first leg. On to the handicap we go. It's a handicap at the 92 level. It is over 1,000 metres. We sprint them up the straight here. Betway on the Wednesday morning had them in the following order. Top of the boards, number 3, Cosmic Queen, priced up at 33 to 10. 7 to 2, the 11, My One and Only. 7, Miss Argonaut, 4 to 1. 6 to 1, About 2, Artiste. And number 9, Kia Kaha, next in at 10 to 1. It's 12s and better the balance. Probably tricky. Cosmic Queen, Gavin Larena, Jan Janssen van Vier, and the combination has been working well and continues to work well. She's only had a handful of starts, of which she's already won 2 races. So she's certainly got ability, the bar filly.
She does. From day one, she had ability because they had to go on her on debut, and she was unfortunate. But she was beaten when that incident happened. Yeah, last time out, they tried different tactics, gave her a chance, and she rattled on by. I mean, very impressive. But inside draw, tricky draw to contend with. I think they're going to adopt similar tactics, give her a chance, and whether she gets there in time on a short straight, I don't know, remains to be seen. I'm playing against her, Clyde. She's my 4th pick. Please note, if you want to go wide, please include her. Number 11, my one and only. Have a look, Clyde.
Yes.
This filly has always found betting support. Always. She's And from day one, Barron said, this filly works with his big filly, quid pro quo. She was her working companion. And they backed off the boards first time out. They backed her ever since. She's disappointed along the way, and she's had excuses along the way. But last time out, with the tongue tie on, she was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Storgate 1, tongue tie remains fitted 54 to shoulder. She has to be the one to beat. Backed her up with number 9, Kia Kaha. Now, she's one of this distance before, course and distance. I know she's held on paper by Cosmic Queen, but I prefer her without the tongue tie. Neatly drawn. I think she's got a possibility of reversing the form with Cosmic Queen. And number 10 even interests me, Quasi Cat. I know the drop to 1,000 might be on the sharp side for her, but this filly can travel extremely well in her races and turns it on. If she can be just behind the pace from a neat draw, and in striking contention, I really can see her winning. I think she's overpriced, number 10, Quasi Cat. But the way the race is going to be run with Virginia Beach drawn just on the outside of my one and only, she should get the perfect running transit. And I'm going to be leaning towards 11 as my top choice. Respect for 9 and 10. If you want to go a little bit wider, please add in number 3, Cosmic Queen.
Okay, you sound confident about my one and only. She's got the draw, and if she works or was working with quid pro quo, well, she may well be the right one. There's Daryl's jackpot at 576 a pop. Okay, back with us. Welcome, everybody. Let's talk horse racing now, and we want to talk about this horse, Gimme For Sure. She's only had the one start this juvenile, and she won first time out quite impressively. She comes from the De Kock team, and Muzi Yeni's now riding her. Callan rode her first time out. So she won well, and she does appear to have that come on look. Let's take a look at the market. 14 to 10 about her on the Wednesday morning. 6 Faithful No, second choice 6 to 1. 6 to 1 about 10 Gaelic Dancer. And it's 10 to 1 and better about the balance. Your take on this horse? It's one run, one win.
I can see her winning, and I can see her winning convincingly. Just would I back her at her current odds? No. Listen, if she drifts out in the market, she may be worth a bet. But, you know, Clyde, she's having her handicap debut. She's got fairly, I think she's well rated over here to remain unbeaten. I would have preferred her over 1,200. That's my opinion. And now she goes around the bend for the first time. And she doesn't have the best of draws either. So there have to be some doubts. Around the bend, handicap. I thought
not
she
the
only got
strongest
there.
field either, is it? I mean,
yeah, no. She's
really
really meeting the right field to remain unbeaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, really keen. You know, this filly's so well related. I mean, she's a sister to Quasi for sure. Top class horse.
Yes.
Key element. Well related. And like I said, if she trots up, no surprises. Number 2. Now, I know she's been off the track.
Sorry to ask. Callan, what's it that he can't do the weight?
No, he can't do the weight.
Can't do 53.5.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why Muzi's
And
on there,
Muzi, when he gets these opportunities, he snaps at them.
No, yeah, sure.
So,
sure. All right, so we've cleared that up.
Yeah.
So if she gets run over, who will beat her?
I'm not too sure. Number 2, Second Breath. I know she's never one of this course and distance, Clyde, but have a look at her form since returning from when she races fresh and returning from rest. A win and a second. She's run a place over this course and distance. In her penultimate start, over 1,200 on the inside track, 200 meters out, she was in contention. So here's a filly or a mare that may not be race ready, but has got the class in my mind. I think she's the class act in this field. I'd really like to see her run a positive race on her return. Then Faithful Noise dropped right down to a very competitive mark. She's been victorious over this course and distance. Wings of Narc, Clarkson Stables absolutely firing. Let's see how she goes. Gaelic Dancer must have a chance, and even the 6-year-old mare, Beaded Cowan, Claude. Another one that I don't really know where she's in her return after a long rest, but she may just flash up. I know she's under sufferance too, but if you're looking for a nice little sneaker in the trifectas and quartets, I've included her. There's absolutely no doubt that the 2-year-old's the filly to beat, but I think she's a bit skinny for me, my liking, Clyde.
Okay, there's your selection. Order of preference, 11?
I'm going 11-2.
11-2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the trifecta boxed. 8th race, Middle Stakes, and it's over 1450 metres, this particular event. My horse is running, as you know, I always like Guy Gibson as the 5-2 favourite for the Roy Magnus stable. Gavin Larena riding. 1, Darrell's horse, Bus Stop in Hounslow, he always tips that. 9-2, second favourite. 5, Bob's Your Uncle is 5-1. And number 12, Too Late My Mate, is 7-1. 8-1 about French Bolt. It's 10s and better about the balance. Let's pick your brain a little bit about Guy Gibson. I know he's got ability. I backed him last time. I thought the draw got the better of him in the close from the beginning all the way to the end. He seemed to be gaining this course and distance, and he hasn't set the turf ablaze.
Inside track's the worry, isn't it? Don't know if he's an inside track horse. Well, he's yet to run his best races on the inside track. No, he hasn't.
He's had a couple of goes on it. He's run, but you don't think he's overcome that, maybe?
Maybe. He's
he's got
a lot of consistent runs together right now, Clyde.
I was talking to Casey a little while ago about him. He had an issue, but they've sorted the issue out. Something to do with the feet, I can't remember. And he seems to be, but that's, to be honest, that's why I backed him last time. Although when I spoke to Gabby about him, because he was on the show, he said the reason why he didn't back him, and listen, Sean Terry had confidence about the winner, Banff, there was no shortage of confidence, was because he was travelling, the travelling time gap was a problem. But what's the excuse now? Why can't I back him now?
Inside track. Clyde, the pace should be on. He called me Bocky, Bob's Your Uncle. So I think it's gonna be genuine. Even Too Late My Mate shouldn't be too far behind. Wouldn't be surprised if they go to the front with her. Have a look at her rating, Clyde. In the space of 4 runs, she's come down from 100 to 85. She's got 48 kilograms to shoulder. Stallgate number 1. Really, no excuses for her now. I don't know if she hasn't really trained on, but of this rating, this course and distance, the draw in her favour, you cannot ignore her chances. Number 1, Bus Stop in Hounslow. You need to watch that last start. He was actually towards the back of the field, 400 metres from home. He was sitting up second. Might have moved up too soon in the hands of Felisande. More patient ride. Piers sat aboard him twice and he's won on both of his occasions. He's going to enjoy the pace up front and he'll be slicing through them. So I really like number 1's chances.
Well, Piers only ridden him twice.
Yeah.
He's won on him both times. He knows him well. And I'm sure Striker's looking for another winner now. So he's overdue from his holiday.
Going to strip fitter.
Is this your first choice?
Yes.
Is it?
1 from 12. Respect for 2, 5, 7.
1 ahead of 12. Okay. And respect for the balances Darrell's made reference to. All right. So Bus Stop in Hounslow may well get the better of Guy Gibson and Too Late My Mate. There's the recommended double. We're going 1 and 13 right at the back.